Dan's cans have fallen.
Yes. John's singing us in on an intro.
Yes, we're still working on that intro music.
Yep, we're still working on that. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Beyond the Rotunda.
BTR, we are back again. Look who's back. Back again.
Yeah. That was a comment on...
We are friends.
Was that Tom Frankelmont threw that in
That's
there in the
right.
comment? Yeah.
That is right.
Guess who's back? And I knew what he was talking about.
Me too.
Yeah. Boy, we got some shout-outs on that last cast, didn't we?
Yes, people are responding.
Yeah,
They're loving
yeah,
it.
they love
Dan,
that.
80 people watched? More than that.
Way more than that. Yeah, we were closing in, I think, 275 views or something like that.
275 of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
A lot of our friends.
pretty cool. A lot of great suggestions coming in.
I've got a lot of text messages coming. Some of them I hadn't seen. They were like days old and they were below. So thank you.
I think it was Tim that put us over the top.
Yes,
Yeah,
people
Tim
love
Crow. People love Tim
Crow.
Crow. Yeah, who doesn't?
Applause to Mr. Tim Crow.
Yes.
He did great.
Many congratulations. You know, I was thinking,
Very comfortable.
Tim Crow, I hope, because he does teach senior English, right? 12th grade English is another thing that he teaches. I hope that Tim Crow is to those students as Tim Berardi was to us. You know,
and,
it's like,
and Damian DeMarco.
yeah, kind of more of a friend, and he was really teaching us more about life necessarily than English.
Yes, I remember a lot of vocabulary words. Hairsuit was one. And Tim Berardi said, picture a hairy suit. That's what hairsuit means. Very hairy.
Oh.
Hairsuit.
Yeah.
Did you remember that, Dan?
Dude, did not.
No,
did
maybe
not.
you guys didn't have that word, though. You were a different year.
What did we call those, like, the word of the day, right? Or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
vocabulary word of the day.
And then you would take the WAD test.
Word WAD, word OD.
No, well, WAD, right? WAD. The word of the day, right? Yeah. Of the day.
WOAD.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, I remember taking the WAD test.
We are thrilled to be back with you for another week. We're going to keep trying to do this every week, but I have a weekend engagement next weekend, so we're going to figure that out and hopefully get you some content next week as well.
Yep.
And then right after that, Hornell St. Patrick's Day. We'll be around. We'll figure out what we're going to do specifically for that special weekend here locally.
We're hoping a lot of friends are around to say hello to us. You know, it's going to be great. And go down and check out John at the main place immediately after the
parade, which we still have to decide if we're going to do this in the parade.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
If we had battery-powered everything, we could just chat and talk in the parade.
I have a 7-year-old that's going to need to get some candy, too. You know, I better make sure I'm doing that.
We'll be right along with the Coach television show theme song.
It's a throwback to the first episode, I think.
That's right. Everyone knows I own that if you've paid attention. That one was not videoed, though, so I wonder what our viewership was when it was basically a listenership.
I think people are catching up on those old episodes, which is really nice.
Yeah, so
and we like that.
Well, again, welcome back. Trying to cover local. We've started to focus in a little more with Beyond the Rotunda being two gentlemen from the Hornell School District.
Proud alumnus.
The Canisteo Valley.
Song of praise is always in my heart that speaks of love that's true. You know what I'm talking about, folks.
Yes. Yeah. Red and white and blue.
Did you not have Mr. McCumsky for health?
I didn't. We didn't learn it.
Oh, my gosh. If you were late for health class, you would have to stand up and sing the alma mater. So.
See, I was in that course with his son, Mike, with my friend Mike, so one of my best friends.
So he didn't make you do that? Speaking of,
we got away with a lot.
Mike gave us a great shout out. He's I didn't realize he was on the board of the Hornell Public Library and gave us a shout out.
I should have said that.
Yeah, we did. We covered some of the great things that the library was doing in the last cast, and it was cool to get a shout out about that.
Yeah. There we go.
Giving us shout outs.
We got some shout outs, and now we'll give some shout outs back.
That's way cool.
We wanted to make sure people knew we still had the horn here.
Yeah.
So talking about local, well, this past weekend, Hornell had 2 representatives in sectionals.
Oh, man. Congratulations.
Both varsity men's and women's teams, boys and girls, if they call them in high school, but men's and women's teams made it to the sectional championships.
Absolutely. Congratulations, everybody. That's pretty fantastic. And our friends up in Arkport.
Yes.
Also.
Arkport Canisteo Combined Sports Team, Arcan, the Wolves from Arkport Canisteo, and our friend Coach Max Huey. Shout out here to Big Max. They made it all the way to the championships as well. All these games were played over the weekend at the Blue Cross Arena, the War Memorial in Rochester. And it sounds like the Hornell girls, the women's team, winning sectional
Coming out
championships
triumphant.
in basketball. Some
Congratulations.
dribblers there, some ballers, passers, throwers, catchers.
You know, one thing I can say is it's really inspiring is the people that they have running these programs right now. I mean, like a lot of them we grew up with.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's
Next
people
gen.
of literally the highest integrity, and they're doing great things for our community and the kids in our community. And I appreciate that very much so.
Yes, Coach Scholes, Coach Dagan for the women's team, Coach Scholes for the men's team in Hornell, and again, Coach Huey, and all of their supporting coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend Chris Clark for the girls team, cousins with Jim Dagan.
Also cousins with Tim Crow and everybody else that lives in Hornell, pretty much.
Yeah, the cousins. That's the connection here.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, so all three teams, way to go, making it, and as well as others. I have when I looked on Facebook over the weekend, friends of mine in other surrounding communities supporting their teams as well. So good weekend overall. I was not able to go to the games over the weekend, specifically because if you see I have a shirt on that says live, that's because I went to see the band live, which I will say is lead singer Ed Kowalczyk. And there's been some turmoil over the past years with the band live.
Yeah.
Who are originally from York, Pennsylvania. So let me show this T-shirt I'm sitting back on. Is this my angle, Dan?
Yeah, I'll give you your angle there.
A 1990s Ringer tee. I would have worn this when I tried to see live for the first time at St. Bonaventure.
In an infamous show.
An infamous
show that John was a witness to.
My Aunt
long
Melissa,
ago.
we're going to call her Liz. We call her Liz. So my Aunt Liz bought tickets at the Olean Poppies.
Olean Poppies. Let's give that a Poppy.
Yes. Another Poppy shout out. The Olean Poppies for this November 1997 concert. So it would have been sometime in November. And, she was taking me, who would have I would have just turned 17. So still in high school. My mom dropped me off somewhere with my aunt in Olean. And we went to this show at the Riley Center in Olean at St. Bonaventure. Maybe 6 songs in, 7 songs in. This is
the Throwing Copper album tour, right?
Actually, in 97, this is now... So Throwing Copper is the breakthrough album that we all think is like the first album, but they actually had Mental Jewelry before.
Okay.
That wasn't a breakthrough album, really.
I thought that was their first release.
Yeah, so Selling the Drama, their second album. The tour we were seeing was the third album, which Secret Samadhi.
Secret Samadhi was a great album.
Great album. Smash hits.
I am surprised that I thought that was... I thought it was that first tour. So they were established as a nationally touring act at that point.
Yes, I'm surprised Bonaventure had them for that tour. They had a smash album, and this was the follow-up to that. But about 6 songs in, they were playing a song from Throwing Copper.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I may have said Selling the Drama. That's one of the songs on Throwing Copper.
Okay.
And the song is called, if you have children listening and they don't want to hear
Earmuffs.
This word, it's either a 4-letter word, it might be a 5-letter word on the album with an E at the end.
That makes sense.
Shite.
Shite.
Town, which was a town. They're either referring to York, Pennsylvania, or a town right nearby. But they said at this show in Allegheny, Olean, St. Bonaventure, we just rolled into town today, and this song is for you.
Dedicated it.
Shit Town starts playing. Everyone knows it's Shit Town.
Gotta live, gotta live, gotta live.
In Shit Town.
Yeah, exactly.
In our town. Crowd does not like it.
No.
And someone throws a shoe, a boot. I always picture a big black Doc Martin for some reason. And you can see it. It hits Ed in the ear. In the head while singing and playing guitar. And he yells, "Mother, mother." Throws his guitar, throws it onto the stage somewhere, and runs off the stage. Just flees the stage. The band finishes the song. Actually, they probably didn't even finish the full song. They finished maybe the riff, the verse, or the chorus. This was 97, remember. And then they left the stage as well. A few minutes go by. Here comes a guy in either a tie or a full suit. The singer for Live has been injured. This show is over. So 27 years ago, Live does not finish a show at St. Bonaventure. Last night, Ed Kowalczyk, the lead singer of Live, with a new group of musicians. So turmoil in that band. The group is not together anymore. It's Ed who owns the rights to the name. New musicians performed at the the casino in Salamanca, the Seneca Allegheny.
Yeah, Seneca Allegheny
Casino. So right up the road. And I took my aunt this time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
My aunt Liz and
Full circle.
She bought me this shirt yesterday. But a lot of people there from Hornell. So
yeah, give some shout outs, right?
Let's see.
Some folks
so
from Hornell.
shout out Aunt Liz. Ran into Peisch.
Hey, Peisch.
Ran into our Dare cop, Rich Scavo.
Hey, there you go.
Dare drug abuse resistance education. Ran into 4 of the Valentine siblings, the Larry and Chris Valentine crew. So we saw Kelly and her husband Steve. We saw Shannon. We saw Sean and his wife Emma. And we saw Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
I saw Angela Markle, not at the show, but gambling at the casino.
All sorts of shout outs.
Not even gambling, Angela, just enjoying the casino life. She was just there. She might have been gambling.
We're definitely gonna get some letters about all this air horn.
Gary Shepard. Hello, Gary was at the show last night.
Yeah, what's up, Gary Shepard?
And great time. And our friends Keith Burrell, Jake Wilsey, Mike Maxon,
Chalky. Hey, that makes me think about our times. So, like, we just talked about the sectional championship.
Yes,
Mike Maxon.
This is a good transition.
Fellow
that was the show.
sectional
good time.
champion.
Mike Maxon. Let me wrap up him because
okay, go for it.
We'll talk about him. Mike Maxon, Keith Burrell, Jake Wilsey met Ed Kowalczyk in the casino.
Oh man!
After the show, Jake met him before the show as well. But yes, let's talk about Mike Maxon and you, Dan. Former sectional champions themselves.
Yeah, we're not former. We're still champions, dude. That's with you forever.
It's a lifelong.
Yeah, that's with you forever.
Do you have the patch in your pocket?
Not in my pocket. No, I don't carry it around not like I used to, folks. But it's we were the first soccer team there in 2000. We won the sectional championship. Mike Maxon, Deja Vu. You guys might remember that. Some of y'all out there. He shootout. Yeah, I was telling this story.
Shootout master.
I did tell this story earlier about Mr. Yanni. It was my favorite story about Mr.
Tell this.
So we were in the shootout. We were in sectional finals, and we played in Wayland against Livonia, which was our arch rival then, as they are now. I guess probably Bath and Livonia still the main rivals. We played the Fog Bowl, and it was the finals. We went into a shootout, and we put Rob Roser in goal because of his size and athleticism, and so we won it in the end. Mike Maxon scored a goal for us, Deja Vu, and then Rob Roser stopped the ball. And Mr. Yanni was on the field with us before we got to the goal. Before we got to Rob Roser, he was already there celebrating
from the
stands, and we were on the field. So that's how excited everybody was. It was a really awesome time. I'll never forget that. And so I know how it feels to be a sectional champion, and I hope all those guys feel like that too.
The sectional games, the pressure. Now you mentioned though the Fog Bowl because you said this was a foggy day.
Oh, it was so foggy. And I'm sure Peisch has the footage.
And you said some things were happening in that fog.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was a mean game.
It was a mean game. It was a very mean game against a rival. It was against an arch rival.
Yeah,
and they were good. They were a very good team.
Wow.
And we just had the heart.
Co-champions though, but the shootout led
us to advance
sectional state tournament.
You had to throw that in there, huh? Co-champions. It doesn't say that on the banner, folks. It just says champion.
It doesn't say it on your patch.
Nope, doesn't say it on the patch.
Dan,
either.
let's insert. Dan's our editor here. Bravo! Shout out to you for doing the work after we record.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Remember, I always try to do 3 horns.
Yeah, I was hitting the 3 horns too, but then maybe on a couple of them, I'm just hitting 1 horn. Ow!
Just bump myself.
Yeah, dude.
Bump my ear. I didn't feel it. The cushion of these headphones, almost like a helmet, protecting me, similar to Patrick Mahomes in that game. And helmet did its job, he says.
Yeah, but they left him in the game too, and that probably wasn't great.
Dan's got some notes to keep us on track. I forgot to hit start on my timer, so I don't know how long we've been chatting. But
it doesn't really matter. We're just having a good time. On my notes here, I did want to give a shout out. We lost a local friend this week, Tim Coleman. He's not with us anymore, and I just want to give a shout out. He's always a big supporter of open mic and everything that we had going on. So we're thinking about his family and friends, and just want to get that out there.
Tim and the Colemans, here's your moment of silence.
There you go.
Okay. There we go, Dan. we'll respectfully not use the shout out horn.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, we just ate. Speaking of Tim Coleman, you said very good friends with Jerry Mack, who used to run the Redemption Center.
Yep, ran the Redemption Center.
In the building that we literally just ate lunch in.
Yeah,
we're
spreading it out.
Pizzeria.
We're spreading it around. You can't just eat at one pizza establishment.
Yeah,
every
this
week.
is week number 4 or 5? 4, I believe. Five. And we've had 5 different pizza spots around Hornell on a Sunday.
Well, we hit Gio's twice, but yeah.
Oh, that's but no, today, Pat's Pizzeria, which is delicious.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Formerly, though, Cosmic Patties.
Yeah, we want to give remember that, because how cool was that coming up over the bridge and seeing that giant,
the
giant crumb dude with come get your pizza.
With the leg out.
Pat was such a huge supporter of local music, and he would come to the open mic often and invite everybody over for pizza afterwards. And I think like his late night hours actually started as just a way to feed local musicians that still had gigs going on at the end of the night. He was staying open and feeding everybody, huge. And it was just such a huge heart. And I want to give him a shout out. But the people that are running it now doing a great job. That I had a slice of chicken wing today that was fantastic.
Yeah, and I had a pepperoni, and then Dan and I decided to split a chicken wing, so cut right down the center.
Yep.
Good.
It was
Good
nice.
Old split.
It was classy. We were just gonna
a Sprite and a blue cheese.
I
on the
suggested
side.
that we just fold it in half and eat our halves. But yeah.
You said even to the gentleman waiting on us, the counter boy there, we might go Lady and the Tramp style on this slice, but he cut it in half for us. So.
Yeah, he did. That was really nice of him.
And then so we went from Pat's today. You can backtrack to Cosmic Patties. Before that, the Redemption Center, a lot of bands there.
Oh, yeah. I think Rubber Soul's first gig with Kurt ever I was at, and it was right there on the corner.
Outside.
Yep, Jerry had hired him to, I don't think it was a grand opening or grand reopening or something. And they played right on the corner that was shut off the street. It was Rubber Soul's first gig with Kurt anyways.
And the Redemption Center goes even back before Jerry, I believe, to the Argentieri family.
Yeah.
And before that,
good folks.
I hear we wouldn't remember, but down on the station there was a bar there.
Really?
Yeah, and former mayor mayor forever, mayor emeritus, Sean Hogan was a bartender down on the station right there in that
Here's
building.
a little trivia you don't know.
Yes,
There you go, folks.
Yeah, so shout out to that Loader Street building and all the businesses that are right down there. Marinos.
Marinos.
Stop and Shop, some great establishments.
Yeah, the good Hornell families there, too. The people at Marinos are doing great stuff. Shatana and Kevin taking over. My wife works there, full disclosure.
Yeah. So if you're looking for Dan, you can ask her there.
Yeah, that's the thing now. Yeah, exactly.
Right,
I've evolved from
where's Dan? Were you looking for
Pizza
my
King
husband?
to Patties? Exactly. Now, if you're looking for me, you could go there, and she will tell you where I am. Yeah.
And then Dan, we're trying to keep this local, but both and I, we've mentioned this already. We enjoy Legos still as grown-ups.
Legos.
It makes a little more sense for you because you do have children and they play with Legos now, and you can enjoy that with them. I mean, myself, I'm just collecting them as an adult, but they have many more adult-featured Legos now. I mean, pieces that or sets that are supposed to be for adults. But
yeah, like the architecture sets are pretty cool, and I like the floral sets that they're doing.
Yes,
the botanicals, Lego botanicals are what they're called. Those are
very cool. Those are
gorgeous.
flowers that last forever. The gift that keeps on giving.
But Lego did something that I'm kind of upset about. And like I told you on the phone, I think they did the wrong thing for the right reason.
And I agree that it's wrong because, go ahead and
so
tell
what
me.
Lego has done is transitioned from the plastic bags for the minifigs to cardboard boxes. And this is a real problem for someone who's a collector like John or myself, where we can no longer squeeze the bags. They're in cardboard boxes and you can't squeeze the bags.
You will no longer be able to find me at a Walmart, a Target, or even in the Lego store down on the ground in the store squeezing the little packet.
With like piles on either side of him.
Yes. Yes, this is who this is. This is who I figured out who that is.
Yeah.
A great time. And actually, even at Wegmans,
it's the most fun. Like, that's the fun part of it.
Identifying who you need and who you want.
Yeah, I kind of equate it to, like, going crate digging for records. If you're ever going, you go to a record store and you're just looking for that gem and kind of the same thing. Like, it's that exciting. And when you find something that you know that you need, but you're not 100% sure that that's what it is, but you're like 99% sure that that's what it is.
Yes, based on the shape of the head, based on the accessories that particular minifig comes with. That's what we're talking about here. But now, Dan, you need to explain further. Then you said they did the wrong thing, which I agree. But you're saying
they did it for the right
for
reason.
the right
I mean, it's all
reason.
about I asked the lady at the Lego store, like, what was the point behind this? And she said it was totally ecologically driven. It was all about trying to have a smaller footprint and not leave plastics and using cardboard. And that's the right thing to do. But I just wish
now
they
we
could have come
can't
up with like
squeeze.
maybe a 2 or 3 ply paper bag
Right.
of some sort with, waxed paper. I don't know, something like that.
My days of collecting full sets that were released, including Simpsons Round 1 and 2, Muppet set.
Boy, we went deep on
Almost
that
the Looney
Muppet set.
Tunes.
Both of us. We
were trading.
we were trading. And you were able to find some unopened bags that you traded me some
needed.
unopened bags of things that I needed. Yeah, I was doing APBs on those things, man. There was all point bulletins going out from my house. We are looking for a Waldorf
Fozzie
or,
Bear.
yeah, something like exactly.
Stadler.
Yeah,
And these are basically $4 Lego mini figurines a
Yep.
pack. But when you're talking about collecting all 16, and you technically, if you're not squeezing, you don't know what's inside.
you could invest
There's
a
some
small
money at
fortune in
stake.
them. Yeah. There is money, real money at stake. You're right.
4, 8, 12, 16, $20.
Yeah.
That's a tuna fish sandwich.
That's a lot of Pizza King slices.
Chicken
Or
of the
Pat's
sea.
Pizzeria, I should say, this week. Yeah.
Dan, I'm assuming we've talked for close to a half an hour.
I got to imagine we're probably pretty close. This sounds like a good place to stop.
Yes, we talked about the topics we wanted to talk about this week. Last week, we did have some, amongst all of the praise again, and the listeners, and we appreciate it so much, some constructive criticism on our lighting. So we're going to be working on that, and our camera angles. We're going to try to maybe get them level.
Square them up a little bit
We're
more,
just
yeah.
having some fun right now. Some people also mentioned we could make money with this.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd love to have
I like
money and be
but
rich.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to advertise.
Dan's be walking around like Harry and Lloyd.
Yeah.
And,
wearing tuxedos.
podcast money.
Yeah.
Do you even have a pod? No, whatever.
Bust you off some podcast money here.
Where are you two getting all this money? That's a Lambo. I owe you.
That's good stuff, dude.
That's a working vehicle.
Oh, man.
Thank you guys so much.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Let's
We
one
appreciate
final
you.
shout out. I don't think we did it enough today.
Final shout out to all those sports teams in the area. How
Yes.
about that? Yeah, congratulations. We're so excited for you. And going into baseball, softball coming up.
Oh my gosh,
Track
it's flying.
season, everything. Yeah, boy, the year is
spring.
flying.
Bring on the spring.
Yep, we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a good Oh, that was fun.
That was how long? I'm like, I'd love.
We got a different color knee high there. We got different color.
Here we are, this is John with Marie. I'm talking to these fine girls today about the candlelight ball. Girls, did you have a good time?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, sure did. We went with all girls.
Yeah, we went stag. It was
Oh,
fun.
really?
No guys.
Yes, like 7 or 8 of us.
Yeah. Definitely good times.
Better
Yeah.
than the guys.
Now how did the dancing go there?
Awesome. There was a
Yeah,
lot of
it
guys
was
that went stag. I
Wow.
realized. Did you see that?
Yeah.
A lot of stag guys too. It was fun. You know, everybody had a variety. You know,
That's good.
you didn't have to dance with the same person.
No
all night.
pressure.
No pressure at all.
That sounds good.
It was fun.
Now,
We
now
didn't
did you
go.
girls go? I don't know. Did you girls go out to dinner
No.
After
after?
we went to the Texas.
Oh, okay. That's
No.
cool.
Yeah.
And what else happened? Anything
Wow.
spectacular there?
My friend Dan Rozier walked away with the king. He was the
Wow.
king of
Prince.
Prince of the dance.
Wow.
I was wackiest dancer.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rico's wacky.
that's great.
I got a hat. It was beautiful. It
Oh,
was
I
actually
love-
funny. Actually, a funny hat.
It's like a Joker's hat.
A Joker's hat. That's
Okay.
what it was. Yep.
Sounds good. Who had the best?
Definitely.
Mickey
Hornback.
Hornback.
Definitely.
Mickey Hornback.
For the
Now,
second year in a row. I did
What
that.
was his suit this year?
He wore
It was a hunter green denim suit.
Wow.
but it was the Beatles used to wear 'em. What kind are they called? Starts with the N, whatever. It was a good suit.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
Nehru suit.
Yeah, Nehru.
Oh, okay.
Nehru.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay. And that's it from the Candlelight Report. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Yep.